Final update. Years after being supportive and cutting off contact with my sister after she betrayed me by having an affair with my husband, parents now demand that I reconcile with them both because they're pregnant with the first grandchild of the family and they are excited to be grandparents, so let bygones be bygones is the least I can do after being infertile and unable to conceive my whole life. That's what I did. In fact, that's what I had been planning on doing anyway because I spoke about it with a couple of my friends, and they told me this was not a good sign. So instead of getting caught up in any of this, out of curiosity, I should just nip it in the bud. 2 days ago, I blocked him, and I thought that would be the end of it. I was completely ready to move on with my life. But then, this morning, I received the biggest shock I have had in the past 5 years. I think this was even more shocking than finding out that Gemma and my ex had been having an affair. My ex-husband showed up at my door this morning, and I literally had no idea what to say or do. I was caught completely off guard, and to be honest, I made an impulsive decision to open the door only because I wanted to find out why exactly he was here. I haven't moved out of my old house because, honestly, regardless of the memories, this is in a pretty nice neighborhood and a convenient place to be since it's close to my office. So I never thought about moving away, and it was very easy for him to find me. Anyway, I was about to leave for work when he started ringing the doorbell. When I saw it was him, like I said, I just made the impulsive decision to open the door. Even now, I don't know if it was a good move or a bad one because after I opened the door, he didn't even say anything. He just hugged me and started crying. That was even weirder because this was not what I was expecting. I didn't hug him back or anything, I was honestly just in shock about what was going on. I wasn't even able to process it until he let me go, took his place on the couch, and started talking. He told me he was here because he wanted to make up for everything that had happened in the past, and that he was very disappointed in himself, as he has been for the past 5 years. He said he tried his best to make peace with the fact that I'm gone and that he was the one who screwed up, that I'm never coming back, and that he's going to have to be with Gemma now. But apparently, he was never able to really come to terms with it. He told me that for the past 5 years, he has always tried to convince himself that Gemma is the one for him, but clearly that's not the case. Now, since they're pregnant, he's been even more freaked out than usual. When he received that message from me, he just knew this was meant to be. He said he came all the way here not only to talk to me but to try and convince me to give him a second chance at our marriage. I found that very strange because the contents of that message were not such that would make him want to come back to me all of a sudden. I had literally told him I was never going to forgive or forget any of this, and I wished nothing but misery for him. I mean, it's really bizarre that he read that message and thought I was going to take him back readily, especially after everything that's happened. Yes, I'm still upset about it, but that doesn't mean I'm not over him. I got over him the day I saw him with Gemma, and I'm never going to be able to get that image out of my head anytime soon. So for him to show up at my house expecting me to take him back, thinking this was actually going to work, it's just strange. I figured things out pretty quickly. I knew for a fact that he was only here because he was freaked out about the baby, and even at 40, he was just not ready. Some people are just not built for marriage or fatherhood. That's completely fine, unless they choose to commit to those things without being sure of themselves and then ruin other people's lives, just like he ruined mine. He was on his way to ruin Gemma's as well because even while she was